Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and here's my review for the 2019 remake of Charlie's Angels. Or is it a remake? Or a reboot? Or a soft reboot? Is this a long-awaited sequel? I don't know. Because honestly, it kind of feels like a sequel. And there's some things that link this back to the original Charlie's Angels. But then it feels like a whole new entire kind of thing that really beats that feminist message over your head with it. Because they do shake some things up. You have a female Bosley, but then you have hundreds of Bosley because now it's kind of like a code name. But Elizabeth Banks wrote, directed, and starred in this film. And I think she does a fine job of making a campy, little fun kind of film. Similar to some of her other films, like Pitch Perfect. It's just ridiculous amount of fun throughout. And honestly, the three leads, Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, and Ella Balinska, are great. They have great chemistry. They have enough charisma between each of them to really sell us when they're on the screen. Kristen Stewart's kind of quirky, weird kind of vibe, and Naomi Scott's like this beautiful, nerdy scientist girl. And then Ella Balinska is a badass, and they all have their thing, and they all work really well together. This film takes some twists and turns that could have been telegraphed at some point, but I feel like some people who really appreciate the originals are going to get really upset by the twist because it kind of is a big departure for a particular character, and I don't know how to feel about it. It felt kind of in terms of what they chose to do with the script, but the power and the appeal of this film is the campy fun about it. The action could have been choreographed decently well, but the thing is they over-edited everything and you could barely tell what the hell was going on, and I hate that. I'm not even going to talk about how much of an action snob I am, but I am, and the action of this is really lackluster. It's like, why do you need to have 50 cuts in like 10 seconds? And it feels that way sometimes, where it's just like all over the place, too many things going on and trying to do too many things. This film is fun. Overall, pretty game cast. Patrick Stewart's chewing up scenery. Sam Claflin's in it. And as I mentioned, Elizabeth Banks stars along the Angels as Bosley. But, like, would I see another film of them? I think so. I think it would be a fun thing. I wish that they would hit their stride and really create something unique and interesting. Because this one felt like rehashing too many things and not trying to do anything too outside the box. And it seems like if they do, they're kind of punished for it. Because I was really hoping that this film, there's so many different things that they could have tried with it, and they do make some choices where they do go outside the box, but I think some of it feels a little disrespectful to the original Charlie's Angels, because like if this was a full reboot and they're trying to do a completely different thing, that's one thing, but it felt like it was trying to be a sequel, and some of the choices that they make are weird. And in this particular sense, they're making some interesting choices and giving this film an extra bit of go girl power, and that's fine. I can appreciate that. It's just some of the choices were odd, the action isn't great, and it's campy and fun. So I would recommend it if like you watch the trailer and you think this would be fun, or like, because there's some tonal issues, like people die and it's just like, oh, I killed somebody. Whoa, that's crazy. Except they very obviously die in front of you, and some of them die gruesome deaths, and it's just kind of like, is this supposed to be inspirational for like younger women and stuff like that? Because it's like, where'd that tone come from? But overall, it's a bit of a mixed bag, but it's a fun time. I would soft recommend to a particular group of people. If this is something that you seem like you would enjoy, go check it out. Figure out yourself if you really enjoy it. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.